I'm not doing anything important.
Hey, welcome to Friday. What the hell? Tuesday night D&D. I'm used to skipping Tuesdays now.
No, seriously. Yeah, no. We're hoping all of our schedules are back to normal at this point. There's no more holiday parties or people sick at the moment or, all those wonderful things. Or, if you're like me and you just happen to forget that Tuesday's not a Monday. So, picking right back where we left off 4 weeks ago, Vel, if you'd like to go ahead and cover your journal entry, we will get going.
Hey, diary. I didn't get to go fishing. These people don't know what an unspoken day off is, I guess. They bought a cart instead of paying for a caravan this time, too. Boss really wanted to pull one for some reason. There's also another body found on the lake, apparently died of dehydration surrounded by fresh water. Something isn't adding up, but, well, we already did the job we were paid for. Lots of priests around, too. Not sure what that's about, but having them arrive 2 days ago would have been really helpful. The Kara's of Triptyfosh apparently had enemies too. We got a nice treat from some people called the Hatchet Lads. If we stick close to the caravan and don't wander off, they shouldn't be brave enough to do anything. There are some ancient ruins around, though, and Amelia wants to go snooping around. That's end of her journal entry. Ended midday.
I just realized I'm muted.
Okay.
Because you talked back to me right when I talked. I was like, oh, cool, take your inspiration. And then I was like, wait. And then you said something like, oh, is he not done? I cut him off. Oh, shit. And then I saw my mic was red. Okay. So you got your inspiration. So where we kind of left you guys last, you guys were, let's throw up a map right here. We don't necessarily have to throw up this wonderful combat map depending on what happens. Oh, wow, we have a lot of colors going on. Oh, that's Techno's dinosaur. I'm going to have to get rid of your... Wait, is it a dinosaur? Oh, it's the platypus. Yes, the vampire platypus.
To the Vampire Valley.
I'm going to get rid of your vampire platypus just because we're going to need to go there. But...
You can get rid of the platypus? Look at him.
Yeah, okay. Watch. Like this. Boop. Okay.
Oh.
But now you could draw a new platypus.
And now it looks like an otter.
I can still see it, though.
Well, that's like the thumbs up hand in the forest next to Lenore. You can always see him. All right, so you guys are currently at the ruins of Dracorum, so on the eastern coast at the end of the 15-foot red arrow. You guys are actually probably like right about there. Marius is left behind in our wagon, which is, it's left, somewhere along the side right here. So, you guys are at the forest edge. Marius is at the cart. We're going to pick on Marius first. So, as you hear these people kind of wandering up to you, you are inside the cart. I believe, did you boil water like Vel had asked you to do? We were debating.
I do not remember. I just know that when I heard people approaching, I went and got in the shadows.
I suppose make a call. Did you or did you not?
Let's do this. Roll a D100. We'll say under 50 you didn't light the fire. Over 50 you did light the fire. I think that is definitely under 50. So the fire is not yet lit. So basically, you see 4 horses in a wagon. They kind of come up. The people on the horses get off their horses, and about 4 people get out of the back of the wagon. And they're kind of slowly making their way towards the wagon, which you're currently hiding in. Are you fully invisible, I believe, right?
If I'm in shadows and I do not move, I am invisible.
Yeah, so you're currently inside. You have plenty of shadow that's covering you, but you hear these individuals making their way over to the wagon. Is there anything you want to do specifically?
Let me look here. It's been a while.
Oh, your stream announcement didn't go off.
It's probably a lag or something.
Could be.
I'm now his. Are they like being very like quiet? Or are they just approaching like normal?
As from an outside appearance to this, they're not being like super loud, but they're not being quiet. They're just kind of wandering over because to them, what they see is a wagon on the side of the road that has no mount and seemingly no people. So it kind of almost looks like you guys just left the cart here. So they're walking over. They're not going out of their way to be super quiet, but they're not like yelling at the top of their lungs. Like,
And how me
"Hey."
and how many others are here?
It's just you. You're
Just
all by
me?
yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure to lock the wagon door.
You don't have a door on it. So you have an opening. It's covered, so nothing can see you, but like you can look in and see inside of it, but you're
Okay.
obviously invisible.
I was picturing like kind of a gypsy style wagon.
That is the wagon we could have stolen,
I
but we decided to be nice people.
I was imagining like a Western
Who are these
covered
nice people?
wagon.
And
It's a lot more like that, yeah. I mean, it looks a little bit nicer than your typical Western wagon, but no, we didn't get the cool one that's all like
because I don't
locked up.
remember. I sent Bram with the rest of the group, correct?
I
Yes.
think so, yes.
Okay, I'm sure he's probably riding on Misfit. Like
Makes sense.
he whispers into her ear, or just says low enough, not being loud. Like there's 4 people approaching the wagon. I may have to recall Bram.
Are they carrying any hatchets?
I
He's
give a
there, Bram,
brief
go look.
description, like very well. I don't have to speak myself, so I can because I can do it through the connection. I describe what I'm seeing.
Well, you haven't got line of sight on them yet, so the back of the wagon is covered by your cloth. The front of it's open, so they have to kind of come up to the front of it and look in. You can hear them, but you don't
I
have
thought I
a line
took
of sight
a
on them.
peek.
I mean, if you want to, it's
Yeah,
not
just,
fully
just-
dark outside.
Just pulling the.
Yeah, roll a stealth check with advantage, real quick.
Well, oh no way.
That's gonna go well.
Didn't we see them?
No, you guys are further away.
Mm.
Yeah, because you're like in an actual full city that's just ruins. He's at like the edge of the city. Yeah, you're at the northern half.
Oh, there's the notification.
There it goes. All right, so as you kind of just peek out, they don't seem to lay eyes on you, thankfully, from your abilities. You see 8 individuals, 4 that are kind of approaching the cart and 4 that are kind of between their cart and your cart.
Correction, there appears to be 8, and I give a description of what looks like they're wearing. Anything that I can make out.
Yeah, roll just a quick perception check as you try to pick up these smaller details when you're popping out. Not bad. You get a pretty good look. They don't seem to have any markings. They just look like your average everyday citizens.
If they look nice, you have permission to offer them some snacks. If they look mean, I will come back and eat them.
I would say you can tell they do have like weapons on them. They don't have weapons necessarily drawn right now. It could easily just be a group of people, but play it as you will.
We should
I'm just
probably
going to
follow the path maybe.
stay in the shadows
No.
and see what they do.
That's
The thing-
correct.
We were already heading back, weren't we?
Yeah, it'll probably take you like a good 10, 15 minutes to walk back, though. Unless you want to sprint back. But then I might see you.
Probably a hastened pace for part of it, and then as we get closer, a more quiet pace.
Sure. All right. So as they get to the wagon, 2 of them kind of split apart, and 2 go to one side, 2 to go to the other. They're kind of circling around the wagon to get to the front.
I don't know if it makes difference because Bram confers dark vision to me as well, if that helped in the dimness.
Well, it's not darkness yet. It's only dark in where you are. So you had a very actually decent good roll, but they don't have any markings, it would seem like. So you hear one kind of start speaking as they get up near the front of your cart. Hello? Anybody here? No?
I'm just gonna see what they do. Be still and quiet.
I think I would sprint back.
You say you start sprinting back?
Yes.
Who do you want to take back with you?
I'll hop up on him.
Overcalls shotgun first, I guess.
Shotgun.
There you go.
All right, Marius, we don't have anyone to pick on yet, so I'm going to let you roll your own D100 to see what happens here. They kind of look around. Some of them like inspect out in front of the cart where your mount would be. And that one hits Tucken's like, come out, little foxes. No? Under here? You watch him kind of like lift himself up and look inside.
I relay that what he said to the rest of the group, so they know we're Tipsy Fox.
And so you just see he looks up, and then he looks back out to the right. They're not fucking here. And you just kind of watch him hop down. Should we wait for them to come back? I don't like it. It's still too bright outside.
As what I'm hearing, I'm relaying as soon as I hear it to the rest of the group.
Okay.
You hear, all of a sudden, you hear a much deeper voice. They kind of lumber over a bit. They sound like a bigger individual. We have orders to follow. Don't get fancy. And then you just hear a smack and like a piece of wood splintering in the corner. You kind of almost fall back a little bit as it appears someone broke one of your wheels. That'll slow them down. We'll wait ahead. Come on, get the wagon out of here. And they start to move off.
As soon as they're clear where I'm not in danger of being caught, I'm going to immediately recall Bram and then send him to follow him. Invisible.
Sure. And recall him and send him to go off spy. Yeah, so you see they're kind of sitting there. The larger individual gets back into the wagon as well. Much bigger than a human. If you had to guess based on, I mean, you've met many different races. It feels like maybe like a half orc. Hard to say without getting a good look at them. But yeah, they load up into the cart and the horses in the wagon continue off ahead. You can continue to follow them. At this point, you see what form are you in, Misfit?
Moorbounder.
You see Serena and top of Moorbounder kind of galloping back towards the wagon.
Before they get too close to where I'm going to step out where I can be in sight. And I'm going to like motion for them to slow down and be quiet.
You pop your Misfit brakes. Front paws in, feet back, feet up. Excellent.
Are the others coming?
Yes, they're a bit behind there.
Nobody stayed at the tree line, right?
No.
Gosh, you know.
Because Vash is probably more traveling along where you're going. So if you didn't walk back yet, Vash wouldn't walk back yet.
They were
and
Amy,
Amy, it's up to Amy whether Amy gets back or not.
No, Serena Misfit can handle whatever that is. As much as I don't want to go in the woods, I'm still curious about the rabbit. I think I would have stayed behind.
What about you, Amy?
I would head over to the cart.
Excuse me, coffee down the wrong pipe. All right, so you head back to the cart, so you'll get there shortly. So you and Vash are at the forest line.
I really was never good with forests.
Kind of looks at you. Really? Wouldn't have saw it.
Yeah, I grew up in the mountains. That's what I know better. Too much green.
Similar enough. You'll be okay. I think you got this. I'll put my faith in you. Don't worry.
Yeah, which one of you is putting faith in me?
Oh, well. He just kind of laughs. No, you have our full support. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I guess let's chase down a rabbit.
All right. So you and Vash begin kind of wandering into the tree line slowly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll a survival check just to see if you can see anything else. So you had the prints that were there. So you can follow those a little bit.
Oh my gosh, I actually rolled good.
That's not bad. So you guys kind of watch and you follow this trail for maybe like about a mile. Doesn't seem like it's super dense forest yet. And then all of a sudden, just in the middle of like a kind of a thicket that opens up, the trails disappear. No tracks.
All right, something fishy's going on.
Oh, and to
Any
answer
trace
your
of
question,
magic?
Kelsto, earlier,
Uh-huh.
December 19th was our last Tuesday game.
Jeez.
Wow.
What you got? Oh.
Any traces of magic? 21 Arcana.
Distance 60 feet?
No, I
Or
just
just
did an
Arcana?
Arcana check.
Okay.
Generally.
So you kind of look around. You don't see any like specific enchantment that alludes to anything, but this place kind of has almost a magical feeling about it. Not like Tricorum itself, from where whatever happened to that city just left this residue behind. It feels a little mystical.
Okay. Well,
And I'm also going to need you to roll a D100.
43.
Nothing of great note.
Mm-hmm. And like I could pass through the thicket just fine and nothing happens.
Yeah, you can walk around through it. It just seems like at that exact spot, the footprints disappear.
Uh-huh. Maybe it's like a passcode. I don't know, Vesh, you know any children's rhymes about rabbits disappearing in the woods?
Password.
No, it'd be something like Open Sesame. Come on. Think bigger.
Big password. He just smiles. Maybe it flew away. Or maybe it jumped really far. I mean, they are pretty big rabbit tracks.
You know what? Why not? I've got nothing else going on. I'm gonna spend this spell slot to cast a Primeval Awareness.
Ooh.
It is so inaccurate, but in 1 mile, Aberration Celestial, Dragon, Elemental, Fey, Fiend, Undead.
What's your favored?
My favorite is Mountain.
Oh, you're not in favored terrain. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I forgot they changed it. So within 1 mile, aberrations. There are no aberrations within 1 mile of this location.
Mm-hmm.
There are no dragons within 1 mile of this location. No elementals. There are traces of Fey.
Mm-hmm.
No fiends. There are traces of undead. And there is traces of a celestial.
Being a ranger, would I have just like offhand knowledge of the ancient one?
I mean, you're aware of the religion. There's a lot of people that kind of follow the ancient one.
Okay. Fey, Undead, Celestial. Maybe it's under the protection of the ancient one or something. Man, I don't know any scriptures that might be the phrase to open the door.
Did Dustin share any of his information or Misfit regarding when you guys went to go visit the ancient one before you passed?
No, I have not. I remember how I got in there, but no, I have not.
Did Misfit share anything? Misfit's the only other person other than Dustin.
Where he's dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
No.
probably would have solemnly shared that Dustin's cool uncle died.
So Vash would probably minorly be aware of this. Like, I mean, it could be. I thought, didn't that guy die?
Really?
Misfit was telling me some story about that. Yeah, no, like Misfit actually met him. Apparently, he wasn't behind the gate. Yeah, as far as I know, he passed. But I mean, who knows? I'm not a god. I don't know how any of that stuff works.
Gods die of old age?
I think he got stabbed.
Oh, that's worse. That
Like
makes it
someone
weird.
killed him, I think. I'm not, I really, it was kind of a, I can only go with what I got.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unless you've got some weird magic sword that lets you find Fae, I don't think we're getting any further here, buddy.
That's a great question. I have a Fae-like sword, but it does not necessarily help me with that. Let me double check, though. Dancing Blade of the Fae Light. Nope. And he just kind of looks around. He's really not sure what to make of it either.
I guess I'll climb the tree and see if I can find something big flying away. I mean, it must have broke a branch somewhere.
Yeah, as you go to climb up, you just roll an acrobatics check. Yeah, easy enough. As you climb up to the top of this tree, you look about. You don't see any creatures. It's still very strange that there's no animals in this forest. However, you do see off in the distance to your northwest, there is a larger tower sticking out in the forest.
Hey, Vash, do you know what that tower is?
What's it look like?
Wizard.
Probably a wizard's tower.
You know any wizards in Chorus other than Tipsy Fox?
Not specifically. I think isn't that it might be an abandoned tower? I'm not sure. It might have been part of the ruins here.
It's pretty far away to be part of this ruin, but all right.
Well, I mean, this used to be a whole territory at one point. I mean, who knows? I don't think it's inhabited, though.
Which means there's probably nothing in it either. And I'm gonna slide down the tree.
Easy enough.
Well, I
Ready
guess
to
the
go.
animals have found a way to hide around here. Maybe they got in tune with the magic lingering in the area, able to make portals for themselves. I don't know, man.
This place gives me the creeps.
Way too quiet. It's way too quiet.
There's like
I've even heard
nothing here.
snake. Yeah,
I haven't even heard a frog. Like, have you even seen a bug?
I haven't heard. Yeah, where are the crickets? It's like night. It's kind of autumny.
Maybe it has something to do with what Serena saw. You don't think they blew up all the animals, did you?
What?
From the ruins, all of the magic residue. You don't think they killed all the animals when that happened, did you?
Were there animals in Elipha?
Yes.
Olivia? Okay. I mean, well,
The animals stopped, basically, if you're looking at the map.
At the Stonehenge.
It's basically like, actually, it was kind of like here. So
Okay.
it's.
Well, you know how like a deer will perk up when it thinks danger's around and it'll like run away for no reason? Maybe that the magic around here just makes them really afraid.
It could be.
I'm gonna choose to believe that and not think about it any further. I don't want to think about magic animals.
Yeah, we should probably go back and check on Marty.
Yeah.
All right, so the two of you start walking back. Everyone back at the wagon. So you got up to there. The wagon's already left off. Marius has got a tail on him. What are you guys doing while they all come back?
So, what's the situation?
Definitely somebody either hired or just ordered to find us. They were looking, as I had relayed. They asked for the little foxes to come out. There was the gruffer one, a bigger one, possibly half orc, not sure. Seemed to be in charge, broke the wagon wheel to slow us down and said they would ride ahead. So I'm assuming we'll have an ambush waiting for us that direction. Bram's tracking them.
Certainly sounds like hatchet lambs.
Who broke our wheel?
Apparently a big fellow.
Someone
Do you
looking
run
for
over and
all of
inspect
us.
it, Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah, go roll an investigation check on it, just see if you can see what happened to it. That's not bad. It looks like someone took some sort of large slashing type weapon and basically cut through both, like the entire wheel.
They cut the wheel, not the axle.
Yeah, so it's through the whole wheel. They swung like a sword or an axe, destroyed the whole wheel, and cut through the center part of the axle. So there's still part of it that's there, but what was connected to the wheel has just been ripped apart.
I start casting mending.
Unfortunately, it's too big to mend because you can restore it back to what it is, but it has to kind of be within you have like what's the distance for it? It's like 10 inches for the repair?
Because it's a cantrip. It's not supposed to do major repairs like, hey, you ripped your clothing, stuff like that. I've got a crack in the wall.
It depends on what it is. Like if I've let you guys do it for sales because it's like fabric that you're kind of just putting back strands of. Mm-hmm. But for a larger object like this, you would need something a little bit more hefty to.
No larger than 1 foot.
No larger than 1 foot. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's a little bit bigger than what you would need to fix it with a cantrip. But I mean, you could try to repair it and do anything else. Or you can steal a wheel from somebody else.
It's a wagon wheel. Mm-hmm. Just mend each individual part with separate castings.
It has to mend the whole thing to be back to its normal form.
Yeah. Cantrips are dumb.
Yeah. It's good for small things, depending on what it is. But yeah, if you want to, because it only has the ability to restore it back. If you were to help what?
If we were to double mending.
If you were to try to
work
double
in
mend?
unison.
We need the repair cantrip, not the mending cantrip.
We need the hammer cantrip and the nails cantrip and the tools cantrip. I mean, you could certainly try, but you never know what happens when you do have the ability to combo abilities in this game.
Yeah, let me give you a hand with that.
Okay.
All right, I need both of you to roll a D100 to sync.
Now here's something. Could you allow this? Can you? Because a lot of spells can be upcast, but cantrips don't. What if you spent a higher level spell slot to really, really boost the cantrip, so you're expending some of your resources instead of just a freebie fix it?
Yeah, because then we're supplementing higher level spells that specifically do those things. But so interesting enough. So you guys try to start mending back and forth. You just don't seem to sync up enough. Like you kind of get it and it's becoming unstable. And like as you fix yours, hers cracks back and forth. But thankfully you were not too far apart and you did not shatter the wheel into little pieces.
I didn't think this is going to work. Not with it wood shape.
I mean, I think Vel could probably fix that pretty easy.
Is a wagon wheel considered a weapon?
I mean, anything's considered a weapon, but not specifically. No.
With this kind of damage, I don't know. It might be better just to get a new wheel, but let's see what she can do.
I'm trying to think of any big round weapon.
Shield.
That wouldn't work.
Very large chakra.
We don't have one.
I mean, I do.
A chakram?
Yes.
Like a big one?
On a little. Would you allow me to make a big one?
Out of what?
Packed weapon, I think.
Mm-hmm. You would have to disassociate it off your axe, and it takes you an hour to do it, though, right? To make a new one.
This I think as long as I don't have my pack weapon, I will double read it and say.
Yeah, double check because I know you can make one your pack weapon for an hour, but I forget what it is to kind of undo it. Oh, if you perform that on a different weapon or break the bond to it, yeah. So it takes an hour, and then you could summon one. But it also takes 30 minutes or so before the two of them even get back because they go out about a mile and then come back. But you could certainly try.
I'm not disassociating my axe from this.
All right, so you keep that one in. Oh, it's good at fixing stuff. All right, anyone got ideas, or do you want to wait until they get back?
Not for the wheel per se, but Serena's going to take a bit of time to kind of attune herself to the weave and have a look around, see if there's any magical scrying about.
Like on you?
Or just in general, or in the area. See if she can't spot any magic.
Oh, if they're detecting magic? It's a little bit hard to detect like a scrying on yourself. You'd actually have to be able to be close enough to see the point that they're scrying on you from, which detect magic 60 feet?
I think it's 30 feet. Although
Double
she's
check.
immune to scry, so it'd be more for just in the area.
Well, it depends on what they're scrying on. They might not scry on you specifically.
Well, still, I wouldn't be able to see her.
It doesn't protect you visually. It just protects you from being a source.
She's immune to divination magics. So divination like
you can't be targeted by divination magic, but if you're in the place where something else is, you can be seen.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I just don't register to divinations.
Yeah, I don't think so. You can double check. But yeah, because typically it makes something in an area where if they're trying to scry on you, it wouldn't work at all. But they could see in a general area, and then it's just
while wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scryings and sensors.
Well, there you go. But yeah, you don't detect anything within 30 feet, though, it doesn't seem like.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just kind of wander a little ways out and just kind of make sure there aren't any traps laying in wait.
I'm trying to think if there is anything you would see. No, not really. So yeah, no, you walk around, you don't see anything on you, don't see any traps or any live incantations or anything like that. All right, so roughly 30, 40 minutes later, the two of them return back. Amy, what did you do to the wheel?
Why do you assume I did anything?
You're the only one here that uses an axe.
With what axe?
And if there was a fight, I expect you to miss and hit the wagon.
Oh man, you missed and hit the wagon?
First of all, what axe?
He just smiles.
The what? Did you leave it behind in Ilphilia?
No.
Well, where is it?
Hammer space.
Hammer space.
A very large fellow came over and broke the wheel.
Hatchet guys.
Seems to have some kind of trap up ahead.
All right. I guess let me start taking a look at this thing.
Amelia pulls her axe out of her pocket. And then puts it back. See? Hammer space.
It's a big pocket.
You guys have similar tailors?
So you... That's not a bard thing, is it?
She'll just lean over to
you.
I stopped asking a long time ago.
It's a pocket. It's not a bag of holding.
No, normal
she pulled
pocket.
That out of her coat pocket.
Yeah, you've seen Misfit's pocket, though. I never see him put anything in there, but he pulls things out all the time. And the strangest things.
Guys, I have bad news.
Uh-oh.
What's that,
the bad
boss?
news?
I've been looking for bugs for like 30 minutes and I can't find any.
Yeah, there's no animals around here, boss. We've looked pretty hard. We even followed the rabbit tracks, but nothing. Boss, you're pretty good with animals. Do you know anything about these woods?
I know some bad stuff happened here a while ago. Now it's like kind of tainted, I guess.
Oh my god.
Well, I was going to give you inspiration, but I guess
Master.
I don't need to.
The
They'll
wheel
just leave it-
master.
No,
They'll
give
just-
it to me. Let me roll a D6 or D8 on this.
Here you go. Take my D8.
30.
Nice. They'll
The
just
average
walks
eye
over,
may
ignores
have-
all of you, and just starts like going to town on the wheel.
To the average person, the wheel may have looked completely split. To Vel, she sees all of the grooves that help it pressure seal. She
Vel
just,
has
clicks it
every
back.
every tool needed to make this happen.
Oh.
So yeah, it takes you probably like an hour and 20 minutes, but yeah, you're able to actually repair the wheel and get it back in. You kind of like put pegs in and you secure it and you bind it together and you get it secured, put like a little splint up the side of it. It's pretty sturdy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Sorry to
between random
interrupt. I was
CPF.
just gonna do that as a background thing. I wasn't expecting the 20 to fall out.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there are people waiting ahead for us.
I do have a bit of an idea on how to deal with that particular situation.
Oh,
We could always go over them.
We go over them.
how would we do that?
Blue.
You guys remember those barrels?
Oh God.
Yeah, we left them on
Okay.
the boat.
Serena, hear me out. That sounds really funny, but also that doesn't solve the problem of guys following us.
Certainly be a bit more tricky to follow us. But if we want to run headfirst into their trap,
Did they have horses? What were they traveling in?
looks over to Marius.
He might be AFK with his dogs.
Um,
It was a
but I'm
wagon.
going to
He said
assume
they
that
looked
he
like a
relayed
wagon.
that. I think so.
I mean,
Amelia,
I have
Yes?
a funny idea.
can you dimension door a whole wagon?
Oh, that would be so cool if I could, but no, I can only take one other person.
What's your idea?
Wait. me
What
double
if we take our wagon, just make it fly, and we just send it that way? And then when they go to chase our wagon or go after it, we steal their wagon.
Oh, I like that idea a whole lot, actually.
Wait, but doesn't Misfit have to pull the wagon?
Well, they have horses, don't they? I'd assume,
The flying wagon.
I could summon a horse to fly.
because they can't take their wagon. If we send our wagon through the forest, over the forest, they're only going to be able to take their horses. That is, if
That's-
you can make the wagon fly and it doesn't crash into something.
That's a really good idea.
Oh,
Well, I
duh.
was thinking if we could just make it kind of float, Misfit could turn into like an owl or something and fly it.
Wagon pulled by an owl?
Not
That
gonna
sounds
li-
awesome.
I'm not gonna lie now. This is actually sounding kind of fun.
I could only.
So
take
then
the
why
wagon.
am I spending my time repairing this wheel?
So we gotta
Well, we're
land.
going to need to land sometime.
What if we're just ditching
Do you
the
want to repair the wheel in the air?
Are we ditching the wagon or are we not ditching the wagon? There's
No,
two
we were-
plans going on.
We were gonna ditch the wagon, but this plan sounds much better.
I mean, we could always try and do both. Some of
No,
us
no, no.
thinkier
I like
people
your
want
idea.
rooms.
Because if we send our wagon flying, we're not gonna get our wagon back. We could potentially steal their wagon, but if we can fly our wagon, I mean, I would just be amazed to see it, and it'd make for a great story.
We never did get to prank the Hatchet lads for what they did to us.
All right, well, I suppose flying wagon it is.
Speaking of which, hey, Vel,
Yeah.
do you have any more of that strange fish scale powder?
Yeah, I was going to use a bit of it. What's up?
I'm gonna whisper you something.
Oh, I know what you're going to whisper. Right?
Oh, and Val, I would only be able to take the wagon if I could carry it.
Oh, so you're saying you're too weak?
Can you hold lift a wagon?
I think I've met a few people who could.
That's what Bash whispers to you.
I'm strong, not that strong.
Why would you have to carry the wagon?
If I wanted to
Dimension
use Dimension Door on it.
Mm.
Be funny, though. Oh, I would love to see a wizard strong enough to carry a wagon.
All I can remember at this point now is Theris in the flying sack on Friday.
Yep.
That was the best. I take my potato sack and get inside of it, and I levitate. Or it was telekinesis. Yes.
Oh,
Good time.
Misfit, how fast can you travel as a
I'll be right.
owl?
As an owl, probably like double my people form speed.
And carrying a wagon, do you think that would hinder you?
Maybe slightly.
Well, if the wagon's floating, it shouldn't be heavy, though,
Yeah,
right?
if it's not heavy, it should be fine. It'd be like pulling a balloon.
No, I think it would be like pulling a. Let's see. You ever try to pull a big blanket when the wind's blowing really hard?
Yeah.
It's floating, but it's still hard to pull. Probably won't affect you.
That is the price of looking like you're wearing a cool cape, blowing in
Oh.
the wind.
Oh, I was thinking of casting Major Image to make the cart look really cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Things just keep getting better. Why do we need to make the cart really cool? Thought we turn the flying cart being pulled in by an owl into a flying monster.
Wait, why do we need to make the cart fly if we have someone with Major Image?
Because we've gone on a tangent, and now it sounds really fun. Your call, though, boss. Your call. I think all these ideas are hilarious and fun, and serve multiple purposes, including pranking the Hatchet Lads. Oh, we need to take out one of their wheels or all their wheels if we're not stealing their wagon.
Yeah, who better to break the wheel than a carpenter?
Ooh. Sweet vengeance. Okay, if their cart is cool, steal it. If their cart sucks and is lame, we'll break the wheels.
So what's the plan? Are we trying the flying operation, or are we just going to try to be tricky?
Maybe how long does Major Image last?
It's like 10 minutes?
It depends on what level I cast it at. Normally, it will last 10 minutes. I would need to cast it at 6 or higher to last forever.
Forever?
Forever, ever?
Oh, until I decide I don't want it there.
Like a long time.
It's just gonna be this legend of the flying cart pulled by an owl over Karis.
Oh, why do we have to be a cart? We could turn us into like a giant monster.
I don't.
Well, they have to recognize it as our cart, right?
Why though? We could just pretend to be a giant monster. They can sit and wait here for us forever if they are okay afterwards.
All right, I'm back.
And flying cart is also cool though.
I don't have access to 6th grade magic.
You didn't graduate 6th grade?
I mean, I guess we could try and disguise ourselves as like a dragon or something.
No, I think the play here is we make our cart fly, and they go to chase it, and then we steal their cart.
So two team operation? Problem there, though, boss.
Did they chase it on the cart?
Wouldn't they chase the cart we're stealing then? Because it's not flying?
Chase it with what?
They have horses.
Well, not if we say it's in the horse's way.
No, no. I think if we're going to fly over them, we should just destroy their cart.
Mm.
But if we're going to distract them with our cart, we could also... I don't know, that's very complicated.
What do you propose destroying their carts with?
Bombs.
And where are you going to get those from?
I don't know.
Who's the stealthiest out of all of us?
I raise my hand.
Me if I'm not moving.
I'm quite difficult to see when.
Do we have a way to lower Vel down and lift Vel back up by any chance? Do we?
I put my hand down.
But
How high are we going to be flying?
that's up to you guys.
Yes,
We could
probably
just-
come up with something.
We could take their wheels forcefully.
I have dimension door, but I would take.
He just starts twirling a dagger in his hand.
I wouldn't be opposed to roughing them up a little bit too. That sounds
Can you
fun.
actually teleport something that big, buddy?
They're just
No.
4 wheels.
I
I
would
can
just
teleport them one at a time.
I would be teleporting you. You break their wheels, and we go back.
Oh, I can teleport you back up. I forgot I could do that. It's been 4 weeks.
Oh
No, it's
yeah,
only
I
been-
forgot it.
It's only been 4 hours.
I forgot my powers.
Bash, which
Dude,
one
where
are
did
you
that-
talking to right now?
Where did that 5th sword come from, bro?
He looks down. Oh, misfit. I'm up with whatever boss supports, but I think we have a lot of good ideas going on here and a lot of ways to pull them off.
And only
Although-
one person actually fixing this cart.
Yeah, everyone's just brainstorming while Val's doing all the hard work.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
Yes, very well. Excellent job, Val. That is the roundest wheel I have ever seen.
Wait,
I
wait,
need your
wait,
help lifting this part so I can get a better grip under it. Can you come over here for a second?
Yeah, he'll go over there.
Did you just
I wait for his foot to be under the wheel, and then I drop the cart on his foot.
Wait, isn't
Wait,
that
wait.
wheel better than the other wheels we have now?
Roll a D100, Val. Because technically, as you go to drop and he looks down, you just see his foot flash out of the way. He has evasion.
I just take it. I just like click my tongue at him, and I go back to work.
He just looks at you. I'm beginning to think you did that on purpose, Val.
So wait, are
No,
we?
what are you talking about?
Are we flying? Are we messing with them?
I think
Um,
yes.
I would never do anything to hurt you intentionally.
Hold on, I'm really bad at
He
insight.
says lying.
That is
I mean,
an
I'm not-
8. I totally buy it.
I mean,
The
I'm
bards
not-
are looking over.
Everyone else doesn't.
Everyone else understands what's going on other than Bash. He's like, all right, I should have been so hasty.
Okay,
Alright.
the plan is we're gonna make the cart fly.
Cart fly. Got it.
2 of you are gonna teleport down, mess with their wheels, do whatever you want, and then you'll teleport back up, and we'll fly away into the sunset.
Excellent. So, is there anything else we want to do to them? Do we have anything else to do? I was just kind of thinking we can stab their wheels with daggers and teleport the wheels off. And I could always teleport Vel back. I do have enough daggers if I collect your guys' daggers temporarily.
We could always glue a page with the Tipsy Fox logo on their wagon.
I don't suppose any of you guys know invisibility. That's something I haven't figured out yet.
I wish.
Just to my father.
Ooh.
Amen, brother.
That's deep.
I know darkness.
We could probably
sneaky
manage
spell.
shrouding you.
I got darkness covered.
Mars is pretty good in the darkness. Oh, this would be in the evening, so no, he's better up dead in the wagon in case something happens.
The only spell I have is silence. That might
Silence could be
helpful.
useful.
silence would certainly be useful. They wouldn't hear the daggers going in. Serena's also going to grab some like paper and she's going to start like drawing a Tipsy Fox logo on one of the pages.
We would
page.
need to
Now,
be within
very
100.
important question, Amelia, because
Yes.
this might interfere with my idea. Do you need to see what you're casting on for that one?
I do, but I could cast mine first and then yours,
Well,
unless
I
you
can't
want to.
cast mine because I need to talk.
Look, don't
Hmm.
worry, Val. We can manage concealing you.
I was just gonna throw my axe at them.
Okay, what's going on with your axe?
It exists in hammer space. She reaches in the cart and pulls it out.
Okay,
See?
now huck it away from you and pull it back, because that's what you just implied you can do.
Let me double check exactly the wording on this. But I believe I can.
You can
I think
summon
it's
it,
a
dude.
bonus action to summon it.
No, it is an action.
Or is it an action?
As long as it's your pack weapon, you can do it.
Yep. Amelia throws it and has it disappear.
Okay, and now is it back there?
No, it's in here. She reaches into a different pocket and pulls it out.
Oh, fuck this.
Hey, Bash, I think she's going to give you a run for your money.
He just nods with approval.
I can't bring anyone with it, though. You still have me beat.
All right, so shall we begin this plan then?
Indeed.
A moment, almost done. There, perfect. So, who's stealing their wheels?
Think of Vel?
Yeah, I guess it's me. I've
I'm
got,
just
gonna-
I've got a +6.
Oh no, I just had a bad idea.
Bad ideas are amazing.
She's going to hand over like a sheet of paper with a drawn Tipsy Fox logo and the phrase "Hello, little lads" underneath it. Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Oh, wait.
yep.
Oh, that'd be such a waste.
Hmm?
I like your idea, but what if we did illusionary script so that they're the only ones that can see it?
Oh, that'd be even more funny. What are you wasting to do it, though?
She pulls a vial of ink.
Is that just regular ink?
No, it costs 10 gold.
Oh. Well, sometimes the cheaper option is the funnier part for the prank.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna fly over them. We're gonna leave a little. Or are we? I don't know what we're doing.
We're
The
going
boss
to fly
said.
over them. Val is going to affix some daggers to their wheels and glue that to their cart. And then come back while being invisible. At which point Vash is going to teleport their wheels away. And as they look in confusion, they're going to see the logo and we're going to fly off.
Great plan. One problem.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia looks at Vel.
Yeah,
What?
how am I getting down? Was that what you're going to say?
Yes. I mean, we could just
Same way
push.
she's getting up.
Yeah, same way I'm getting back up. How far can you do that?
I can it gets a little bit more difficult the further away you get, but I mean, I can do within like 60 feet with my eyes closed.
Well, you could
Okay, so
also...
120 with your eyes open and 240 when you're constipated.
More or less, yes.
Okay.
Well,
But I feel I could update as long as there's good visibility and I can kind of see. I should be able to focus. It's pretty clear. Yeah, I think I could do it very easily.
Vela could always be on the ground to start. make her way over and fix the daggers and then be brought up with them.
And if she gets caught,
She'll
I
be
could
in
polymorph
disco.
somebody as a plan B.
I suppose if things do go awry, we could always drop in from the air too.
Hey, Marty.
I'm sorry, are you speaking to me?
Yeah, have they set up camp yet?
What is Bramseer here?
What's the max distance you can see? You could always see through his eyes. You can only give him commands within 1,000 feet. Is that how that works?
No, because of being the chain, as long as he's on the same plane of existence.
Oh, nice. They haven't quite made camp or stopped yet. They're currently still traveling a bit north, so they're probably like right here-ish at the moment.
I'm
Are they
still
moving at a
traveling.
quick pace or slow
They're
pace?
moving north at a normal pace.
Okay, hang on though. We're not going to skip the wizard tower.
It looks back over towards Misfit. What do you mean?
We got to go explore the wizard tower. Obviously.
Well,
I think it's
suppose we could
empty
always-
though, bud.
Wizard towers are never empty.
Yeah, they're full of traps and horrible things when
And
they're
secrets. And wizard stuff.
Do you think you're smarter than a wizard, Misfit?
I'm definitely not smarter than a wizard, I will say, boss. And I've heard some really horrible stories. My father once told me when my grandfather was a soldier, a friend of his told him about an adventure they had in a jungle where one of their friends had grabbed onto a golden monkey and it turned him into a monkey, and he almost was that way forever. I mean, these things happen, Misfit. Do you want to be a monkey forever?
No, that sounds made up.
And you should be careful because history does repeat itself.
I mean, it could be made up. My father and grandfather would like to tell tall tales, but they seemed pretty insistent about it.
I mean, I got cursed by a hag to be a bear forever, so, I mean, yeah. I'm not
That's a
scared of
curse.
wizards.
Just barely.
But anyways, we're going to go to the wizard tower.
Okay.
So I say we should land our cart on the top of the wizard tower.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That will certainly be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
This could be the only chance we get to explore an abandoned, scary wizard tower
If you want to
together
go to
as
the
a
wizard
team.
tower, it might be easier just to deal with these guys in a non-convoluted way. Otherwise, it probably
We never
The
said it
cart's
was a scary tower. Now we've alluded that it's a scary tower. This even sounds like a worse idea.
There's going to be like bats and stuff.
And you're the boss.
Oh, but I want to prank those hatchet guys.
We better hurry up, though. We won't want them to get too far ahead. Especially if we want to go see this tower.
They're not going to be able to follow us through the tree line.
Also,
can
this
always-
all kind of hinges on your flute working.
Yeah, maybe we should work on that part first.
Very well. She's going to pull out her ocarina and play the Song of the Barrels.
Sure. Roll in our performance check.
Let's throw a little bit of extra magic into this one. $21.
So as you're kind of playing the song, you watch as the wagon kind of begins to slowly rock back and forth and then gently kind of like begins to lift off the ground. And as you're playing this song, you just it's only you that really hears it, but your ocarina almost makes like this voice as you're playing. Oh, this is going to be horrible. And then you watch it lift off the ground.
Well, I know
Well,
you can never resist a good prank.
all right, Buzz, I guess.
All right, drive me in.
Bash.
I'm gonna turn into a big owl.
Vash is just going to go and push it and turn the wagon around. It's actually pretty
Alright.
easy.
Give me your daggers, come on. And I'm going to go to all the party members and gather up their daggers from Vash.
So one person can keep a dagger. How many do I have total? So you need... No, we need all of your daggers. So he has one dagger.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take 5 daggers. Well, he doesn't need a dagger.
No, he's the anchor to pull me back.
Yeah, but that just means you need a dagger. He doesn't need a dagger for that. So it's a dagger for you, a dagger for each wheel, and then there's one spare dagger.
Okay, cool.
Is anyone going to be in the position where they might fall off said flying wagon?
Probably me.
All right, so you keep your dagger. Everyone else will give their daggers to Vel.
All right.
Okay. Wagon flying. I would say, Vel, roll just a dex check as you kind of like make some adjustments so that it will fit the owl. I'll give you 8 on that.
I don't know. This feels kind of loose. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
Okay, so we get that snug on now.
Wrapping it under your wing was definitely the good idea. I don't know why I thought that was a bad idea.
Do you have full range of motion? You flap your wings?
Give it a flappy.
Spin in a circle 2 times.
Roll
Now-
a dexterity
now how
saving throw as you mention it, Vel.
Oh,
Because the
tangled
wagon is floating, so the wagon immediately begins rotating back. I gotta roll one for Bash. Dex save.
I was like
save.
eyeballing Bash to see if he would pay attention.
So even with evasion, he has a +9 to his dex save, but he rolled a 3. So you're like, turn it around. You see it rotating back towards you. It just knocks Vash on his ass.
Sorry.
All right. Now,
Baby,
how about
don't turn
1 foot?
around. Please don't. Yeah. It's a lot easier to pull than you thought, as long as the magic maintains.
All right.
All right. Everyone ready?
I
Yep.
guess so.
All right. Then, come here a moment.
Right.
Focus on darkness and shadows. Okay? I'm just gonna kind of place
Dark.
2 hands on her
Okay.
shoulder.
Darkness. Shadows.
I'm going.
Wait, well, shouldn't we wait till we're above them?
Are we going to drop her off, or is she
Yeah,
going to?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop in on them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How long is that spell you're casting, huh?
Long enough. But she'll hop into the
Hour,
cart.
minute.
One
Come on.
quick item of note for you, Marius, just so that you can respond really quickly. You're still following them with Bram without issue, but Bram notices something all of a sudden as he kind of begins going further north on this road. He became visible. They don't see you because you're flying above them, but Bram immediately notices that he's visible again.
Well, at least he's a bird, so that still blends in.
Mhm.
Then where did this happen?
I'd say about that time, probably like somewhere just a little bit north of this line.
Does anybody know, or do I even happen to know any history with that tower?
Not specifically. You kind of were sitting there because even they were asking a few questions about it earlier. Other than the fact that Vash seems to think it's abandoned, you've never heard of it though.
Does anybody heard stories of that tower having wards or protections or
Honestly,
anti-magic?
I totally forgot that thing was even there.
Would that be
Because
Arcana or history?
Bram was following them invisible.
It would be a history with disadvantage.
And he just
Okay.
became visible. So I'm curious if there's any kind of anti-magic wards around that area.
So the funny thing for you, Serena, because you were on this island a good period of time just being in the Tipsy Fox Guild from here, you kind of almost have the same reaction as Vash, is you totally forgot this thing was here. Like, you've gone by it, and you just, you guys just forgot it was here.
Gosh, we saw that thing 4 hours ago.
Well, when he talked to you, he kind of forgot about it.
To be honest, I can't say I've ever heard of anyone really mentioning this tower.
Oh, we need to go exploring that tower.
Amelia, your eyes are gleaming with dollar signs right now.
No, I don't know
No.
that's what it is, but something removed Bram's invisibility as he's flying.
Good to know.
So if we happen to fly into an anti-magic field, it's bye-bye us, bye-bye wagon, huh?
Yep.
But Bram is a magical creature. Wouldn't he be departed if that were the case?
While magical abilities, he's not made of magic.
Not sure.
He is summoned by magic.
But I suppose test one of your abilities and see if those work, or if it just reveals things.
You see a nuclear explosion to the north. What did you do?
I tested
Maybe
one of
we'll,
our abilities.
We're still quite a ways behind him. Maybe we'll just fly low.
Yeah.
Like right off the ground until we get to the
Were we going to major image the thing to look like something else, or are we just going to be a flying wagon?
We'll probably just be a flying
I mean,
wagon.
you could literally just hover like a couple of inches off the ground.
Boss, I has an idea.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like the dragon from the Neverending Story, but a fox.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing.
Fox dragon.
So yes to the major image.
A flying fox? That could be quite fun.
I'll need a heads up because it can only be for 10.
We'll name the wagon Falcor.
20 feet.
Yeah, basically, picture for those of you who've seen the movie from Neverending Story, it's like Falcor, but instead of having like a puppy head, he has a fox head in a fox-colored body. What's the space capacity? Is it
25 cube?
Now we just need somebody named Atreyu.
Technically, that's Misfit. That's our man. We just need to stay away from any bugs or mud.
Oh, okay. Actually, I can just shift it 120 feet. Okay.
Yeah, so it easily covers the size of the wagon. So you'll wait until we get within range because he still has eyes. He can still see through Bram's vision.
Yep.
Which is that's still working, and that's magical. Yeah, so we go in low. Cast that within there. Is there anything else you guys are prepping or doing before we fly over these guys?
Anybody remember what school invisibility is?
Illusion.
I never went to school.
Well.
Also,
if it's
Marius,
anti-illusion, well,
for intelligence sake for you, basically what happens, there's 8 people in the wagon and 4 people on the horses. They set up an ambush, roughly, move the line slightly higher.
And how many carts do they have?
It's just one cart and then 4 separate horses with riders. They set up the cart here with the 8 people, so there's like 4 people on one side, 4 people on the other. The 4 people on horseback continue north.
4 have set up ambush. Do you want a location? Try to describe what I see. Do you want me to continue following the other 4 or watch those?
Which 4 has the car?
All right.
The 8 that are laying the trap.
Arthur, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Hope y'all had a great game.
Mine is to sabotage the car.
Everybody.
So I think it's best, except for the parts where we're going to ambush their carts, we should probably avoid the road entirely. Stick to above the trees. Make
So
sure that they don't
for
have any line on us.
so for lack of a better term, as you're going through the forest, the west side going north has 4 of them plus the carts on that side. On the eastern side of the forest, there's just 4 of them and no cart. But because Bram's there, you can know this in advance.
All right.
All right. So you
do
guys
I
got
follow
that.
or wait?
You just sit in the cart. Oh, for the bird.
Oh, for Bram.
Follow the group with the cart.
The cart's the ambush.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah, follow the extras.
Follow the horses. I want to see where their base is.
Will do.
All right. So Bram continues forward with them. So we get a good picture of where they are, but we don't get live updates because Bram leaves. So as we kind of get closer, did you guys have anything in your inventories or anything you're doing in addition to the wheel plan?
Well, I'm gonna have my axe ready.
I am going to link us up telepathically, just in case.
Sure.
I am putting on. I have my alchemist set mask on, and as we were going over, I was divvying up the powder that I made into smaller bags.
Nice. How much are you putting in each bag? Because you have 5. You ground 3 pounds of your 5?
Hang on, I have it written down.
3 pounds of that stuff goes a long way.
I know. Where are they? I have 4 pounds of powder, and I kept 1 pound physical.
Okay, nice.
So
how heavy are you making these little powder bombs?
How
You're probably only going to be able to hit the side with the wagon because it's kind of a bit of a gap.
Do you still want to attempt concealment, or?
Yeah, I got that covered. Unless, what are you gonna do to me?
Try to from sight.
Are you gonna use darkness? Just say what spell you're gonna cast, please.
No, I'm not going to use darkness.
Then
You asked to not be seen, did you not? You wanted to be
are
invisible?
you going to cast invisibility? Yes or no?
Out of character, yeah.
In character.
No, that was in character.
In a sense.
No, she's gonna cast.
Then
She's gonna
what?
cast a tree shape, turn you into a tree.
This would be pretty damn funny.
Do you want it or not?
I don't trust. If you're gonna cast a spell on me, I want to know what spell it is. I'm not gonna trust this wishy-washy stuff.
Look, I already told you.
I'll cover myself, thanks.
All right.
Let's say 3 6-ounce bags, so half a pound each.
So, are you gonna throw them after you get teleported back up to the floating wagon? Or are you gonna give them someone else to
actually, let's do half a pound of powder is a lot. That's half a pound of glitter.
throw? A lot more uncomfortable than glitter. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do 1.
And you're gonna do it when you get back up?
Um,
Or are you gonna let someone else do it? Because you're gonna be down at the wheels.
yeah.
Probably also don't want to hit you with it.
Yeah, and I don't think I have a way of making it explode either. I mean, I have an alchemist set, but I don't know if I know how to do that. You know,
That would be a little bit more complex, but the powder in its own nature might be really hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do.
That could probably make it explode.
Could it?
It can do various minor effects, such as sparks. It can light fires. It can light something as big as a campfire.
Mm.
The scales themselves, even ground down, they're not incredibly flammable. They'll burn, the more likely benefit if you were going to do any burning would be the smoke that comes off this residue.
Yeah. I'm thinking about making it spread fast. I'm not thinking about making.
Oh,
I could
gotcha.
do a gust of wind with it. So
I can assist you with this. I have my wind sword.
Would you lend that to me?
I don't. You'd have to attune to it, but yeah. Or you can have him cut it.
Prestidigitation can make a gust of wind, right?
yeah,
Not like that though. It can't move anything. It can make like a small little wisp.
I imagine
Actually,
it could blow a pile of dust.
I don't think. I think that's the druid cantrip that does the wind stuff. I don't think prestidigitation does it.
It does
for you.
minor sensory effects, so it can do like a puff of sparks, a gust of wind. It's not going to be enough to like blow over a creature or anything. But, like,
No, it can't move anything. Like there's wind cantrips that are more defined than that don't even really move anything out of the way.
I mean, like, it could blow dust though.
No.
Are we gonna have time for Vash to unattune and me to attune?
Or you could just have Vash do it. If you throw it and he hits it over them, it would shoot it out 10 feet. So you kind of shotgun
you know what?
powder.
I'll leave the bag with him and trust his judgment.
So I'll do the bag. Okay, so as you get closer, are you gonna transform us?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So as you guys begin kind of getting maybe within a half mile of where they're hiding the wagon, Amelia casts Major Image, and your floating wagon, thanks to Serena, turns into a strange fox-like serpent dragon with the head of a fox and the body of a dragon, as you have your own little Falcor, and begin hovering that way.
Okay.
We're in the air, so we're quiet at this point because we haven't really made a lot of noise. So is there anything you guys want to do before I teleport Veldo?
Well, I need to go last because lots of things need you to see stuff, and I'm going to make it so you cannot see.
If things go wrong, just think to us that you need help, and we'll be on our way quickly.
I
Good luck.
need to concentrate on the image. I can't do silence.
I'm gonna give
That's
Bell
okay.
some inspiration.
Okay, that's a D6.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's actually going to hold the fifth dagger from you, leave you with the fourth, so he can teleport you down there, and then you can pick it up.
Okay. If everyone's done prepping, I will use my sorcery points to cast darkness that I can see through on myself.
Are you going to do? Where do you want me to throw the dagger? As close as I can underneath it, or are you going to pop it once you're under there?
I will pop the darkness once he teleports me down there. Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll an attack. Anyone have anything else? Or are we good to go?
Amy.
Hang on.
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
I am the great wish fox dragon. I will grant you 2 wishes. What is it you desire?
You just hear Vash around. No wishes.
Oh,
I've heard stories.
2 wishes for Amy.
Wait, hang on. I need to read distance spell again. Oh, I think I got a way to make this really easy for Vash.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to begin with, but I like easy.
When you cast a spell that's range of touch, its range itself, does that not count?
No.
Okay. Then I can't give him Zephyr Strike.
Oh, that's fine.
Mage Armor is an example of a spell with a range of touch, as you can put it on another creature.
Okay.
Touch and self are separate things.
Okay, yeah, then when he gets me down there, I get down there and I pop darkness. That's what I'll do.
All right, so he's throwing the dagger. Here we go. It's a natural 19 for a 28 on the attack on the dagger. Oh no! It's Amelia too.
No. I was testing my coding.
Okay. I was like, what did you do?
Amelia just like pulls her axe out, goes to throw it down, and it like catches freaking, I don't know, a bird and flies off.
No, it knocks Vash off the wagon and he can't teleport anyone up there. All right, so Vash throws the dagger perfectly. It lands like right underneath the back of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
zoop, and then a sphere of darkness appears that I can see through. They can't, and I go to start stabbing wheels.
You just hear a couple of people like, what the hell is that? Where'd everything go? They're like conversing back and forth. It doesn't really take much, so it takes you, like 30 seconds. You go and stab. Just roll one general athletics check.
Athletic. Okay.
Or dex.
I will dex.
It's not really an acrobatics. It's not really an acrobatics thing, unfortunately.
Okay. I will do a dex check then instead of athletics. Oh my god! What am I doing?
So you don't even like do one wheel at a time. Like you kind of crawl underneath. 2, boom, 2, boom. Oh, we didn't come up with this. Oh, we're mentally connected, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Since I did that so fast, I want to take a peek in and see if there's any like good-looking bag I can grab.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
15.
There are 2 bags within range of view. You can't see what's inside them, but you could grab them and see how it turns out later.
Yeah, I'm gonna like chest clutch both and then say now mentally to Vash.
You drop the thing from Serena.
What?
Didn't we make a sign or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said we're all mentally connected, so I mentally say okay. I just mentally say okay now.
But do you have the sign? Because it's something we were going to leave on the wagon.
Oh
Yeah, Serena
yes,
gave her
the sticker. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put the sticker on the floor of the wagon,
Sure.
and then I clutch the bags and say now.
All right. So as you do that, Vash goes ahead and we'll turn you back. So you're back over there. At this point, they can't. Well, they couldn't see anything over there. I need Amy to roll an intimidation check for the fake dragon for the 4 on the other side who can see.
Can I give her like guild advantage and make a cool, scary noise?
Yeah, because you're technically flying it, so you're kind of like the head. So go ahead. You can grant guild advantage to Amy.
Intimidation, you say?
Yep.
When I feel myself get teleported up, I will drop darkness so they can actually see it.
Oh yeah. So while he's kind of placing all the daggers, you just hear all the ones from across the way. The best part is the other guys can't see, but they can hear. And so they start panicking, like, what the hell is going on? They're like, and so the panic is real between everything they can and can't see. The minute you disappear, they kind of look up, see the dragon. Both sides are just completely disheveled by this.
Hey, hang on. I forgot. Serena gave me a bardic inspiration. I want to use it on my investigation.
Oh, sure.
That is a 19.
It's still just the 2 bags.
Okay.
All right. So you pick up the 2 bags of whoever those bags were. They're freaked out by the dragon. Their horses are freaked out by the dragon. Powder?
Oh, powder?
Oh, I have the powder.
Yeah, Vash has the powder, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's the point
do
of
I
the
just
powder?
baseball? You'll see.
Oh, no, you know what? If he pulls me back up there before he does the powder, I can Zephyr Strike the powder, chuck it down, and then he can wind and edge it.
Oh, he could potentially do that. Well, the wind he doesn't use that one. The wind sword is a different sword.
Well,
Yeah.
he can Vash it.
AFK taking dogs out again.
I'll spend a spell slot to Zephyr Strike to throw the powder closer.
Or do you just want to shoot it with your crossbow? That would explode it.
I mean, if that's
up to you,
I'll do it. Yeah.
His sword would push it further, but you could just like hit it above them and it would spread out a bit. Up to you.
Actually, no. I'll let him take care of this.
Sure. So Zephyr Strike gets me what?
If I huck the bag, because I can't give it to you directly, it's a self spell.
Yeah.
It. Basically, I can launch it 30 extra feet, is what I was imagining.
Sure. So you go ahead to launch it. Yeah, we could work with this. So he's going to jump with the bag because you're back and he can teleport to you. So let's see. Would we consider this a called shot? It's a smaller bag.
It probably have to be, yeah.
Unless anyone wants to give guild advantage. And
I'll give you guild advantage on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll call it a flat roll. So it's just an attack with Gale Whisper.
Hold up. You got this. I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, nice. What's your Bardic Inspiration?
A D8.
D8.
Did he roll a 2?
Uh-huh. Hold on. Okay. So he rolled a 2. His attack for Gale Whisper is +9 for an 11. With a +6, that's a 17. That just puts us in the realm of being enough to hit the bag. So he jumps off. He almost kind of misses a little bit, and then he slashes down, pushes it with the sword 10 feet, so the wind disperses it out over them like a little cloud. And then he teleport back. And so you just watch the entire western side, including their horses, just gets covered in this powder. You hear them all start like coughing. The horses. Roll D100, Gate.
Oh no!
Actually,
We're gonna kill someone.
you want to roll it, or do you want chat to do it? I didn't
I'm
realize we
gonna
had.
roll it. I
Go for
killed
it.
horses. 48.
So you don't kill the horses, but because they start choking, and with the combination of the dragon being visible, the wagon starts to take off with the 2 people that are currently in it, and it leaves the other 2 behind. They're just like running off up the road.
All right, Patch, it's going. It's going. Get the wheels now.
He's like, wait for it. Hold on. Like, not yet. And he kind of like waits his
turn.
There's like a turn in the road that they need to go. He's like, all right. And then back, front, back. So after 24 seconds, you just watch the wagon kind of tank in. It starts wobbling, and then it just tanks and slides and smacks into this rock. And you just watch the front of it all. The horses are fine. They don't get hurt, but the wagon just like cracks into it. It crushes like the front part of the wagon.
And you know what? Now we got 4 spares.
Amy, there definitely is. So, because you're flying over, there's 2 people on the western side.
Mhm.
We're kind of heading up, so you could try them, or you could try the east, but the western people are closer if you want.
Oops, I drop.
Are you trying to just like blunt trauma, or are you actually like trying to hit them with the axe?
I mean, if I hit them, and I'm pumping 3 points into it.
Out of curiosity, how high up are we?
We didn't go super high, somewhere between, I'd assume, like 60 and 100 feet.
Yeah, because
beautiful.
Amelia also hasn't seen how big the axe gets with 3 points.
I think I'm gonna add something to the chaos here.
Sure.
I'm going to add a swarm of foxes that start besieging the area.
Yeah, Misfit makes a turn, and I accidentally drop my axe out the back of the thing. Oh, shoot.
Oh, so here. So the 2 guys that were with the western side, they kind of start going up towards the wagon that crashed up ahead. So they're like almost running in pace with you. The guys on the east, all of a sudden, what the? And you just watch like this army of foxes like running over towards them. And they just start, at this point, they don't know what's going on. And they just like start running off into the woods. Like trying to get away from all these things.
The player feels bad about this, but Amelia does not.
Amy, drop the axe, do an attack with the axe. Technically, it would be flat because you're disadvantaged -5 for the 3 points.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I need to code the -5 into.
You can just hit -5. It's fine.
Yep.
But because they don't really see it and they don't know your wagon, I will give you advantage to flatten it out. So let's see, what's their AC? They're not very high level. Their AC 12.
Oh no. How big does the axe get?
So Vel, because you're the most curious about Amy's axe, you're probably the one who notices this the most. You just see Amy kind of take the axe and like put it over the back end, and it just expands into this ridiculous size axe that is almost as big as Amy herself, and just drops it. Roll damage.
Lord.
So you just watch as this giant axe drops. One of the guys is like yelling at Beth, like, "Are you guys okay? We gotta get." And then you just turn back and he stops talking as the axe falls through the center of him and bisects him.
Oh,
Oh,
he died.
Amy winces.
Vash just kind of like looks down at the aftermath, looks over at Amy.
I'm
I
pretty
did
sure
not
the
mean
plan
you
wasn't to
aren't a
kill them.
bard, are you?
I did not mean to drop that.
Insight, right now.
Telling lies.
Oh,
Oh,
my god!
That's like your
Oh,
third or
boy.
fourth 20 tonight.
Motherfucker.
Another one.
Oh god, yeah.
Vel and Serena both look over, very dubious, pressing X
Hold on.
hard to doubt.
If there's anyone who can tell the truth of this, let me check for you.
It's Vash.
That is a 10. It happens to everyone, Amy. Don't let it get you down.
The point of a
You-
prank is not to kill them.
So you're not a bard.
We continue forward in dragon form as well.
I am so hungry. I need to leave to get food, but I can't.
Oh,
Go,
leave. Leave.
go grab something to eat.
Okay.
All right, so we pass over without issue. Those other guys run off into the woods. Unfortunately, one of them does die. You're not sure about the ones that crashed, but at least one of them did unfortunately die in this prank.
It was an
well,
accident.
They would have tried to kill you. They've tried to kill you in the past, though. So technically,
it sells the dragon that one of them was bisected by a dragon claw.
well, because your weapon's no longer there. So literally, how it kind of looks is there's the one, and then he looks back, and the guy behind him is cut in half. Excellent. Well played. And for all of your creativity, I'm giving each one of you a point of inspiration because that
Yay.
shit was hilarious.
Hype.
We finally got our revenge.
And hey, they did kill one of the kids, though.
We did.
2 of them, right?
Oh, yeah. 1 or 2.
I think it was two.
Yeah, I think 2 total
There were
because they
3
came
kids.
back later. Yeah. And then the third one ended up getting eaten by wart, supposedly.
Yep.
Vengeance is served. All right.
And
I
now
start
we're gonna-
banking right towards the tower.
It's a little bit further up, so you have some time. As we continue, though, Serena, roll a D100.
68, one away from the funny number.
As you guys travel for a bit, which is easy enough to do. Oops, why didn't that all go? There we go. You guys are moving forward, and then all of a sudden, the cart kind of starts violently shaking.
Uh-oh.
Left to right, left to right, left to right. And you begin descending down at a rapid pace.
I am going to.
Uh-oh. Mayday, mayday!
I'm going to initiate telekinesis and try and help. I don't have the weight to carry the cart, but I'm going to try and help, like, soften the fall or slow the descent.
Okay. Does anyone want me to teleport them off the cart? Or are we all riding this thing down?
I will also try to help with descent as best I can.
If Vash wants to get me off this cart, I am fully okay with that.
He could take me off too.
He's going to pat both of you on the shoulders. He's going to chuck a dagger at a tree. Or, I mean, it's going to be better than where you are anyways, but let's see if it actually hits the tree. Of course, he can do that, but not insight. So it hits a tree, and then he puts his hands on both of your shoulders. You teleport first, Vel, and then you teleport Amy. You guys are on the ground.
Before he departs, can I, like, swipe one of his daggers?
He's not teleport. He teleported them. He doesn't have to go with them.
Oh, okay.
He sent them to a dagger. Do you need one too?
We'll see how this goes thus far. If we slow down to a safe enough distance or speed, then no.
Oh, we're not slowing. Like, we're crashing. You're either going to ride it or you can take the free pass. But you got like, actually, you know what? You guys have exactly 1 minute on the timer to figure it out.
Captain always goes down with the ship.
I always forget I have that timer there.
Get my ass out of here, and she's going to go over and cut Misfit loose.
Vash will hand you your dagger back, Marius. Safe journey. And he will teleport Marius to the tree as well.
And,
so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 daggers. We have 2 daggers left.
Once I cut Misfit loose and with no signs of the cart stopping, I'm just going to use telekinesis on myself and start floating down.
Okay, so you float down?
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to ride Misfit. Acrobatics. Hey, I actually have a extra bonus on that. And I still rolled like shit. Vash goes to jump on Misfit. And you just watch him smack into a tree. It doesn't work so well. He teleports back to you guys, but he does take 16 points of pride and bludgeoning damage as he smacks himself into the tree.
Poor guy.
The wagon, though, does descend down to the forest. No one really sees what happens because you all actually Misfit. Roll a perception check just because you're the only person who can really watch easily as she's floating down and you're up.
I'd still be above it, would I not?
Well, it's going forward. So as you levitate out, or how long do you wait to get out? Because you said you cut him free and then got off, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, roll perception check at disadvantage because you're further away, but you can still roll. Yeah, so it's hard to say. You kind of see a little bit of what happens from it, but essentially, Misfit, what you watch is as it's going to crash, all of a sudden it just kind of almost like glows a little bit and slows down and then crashes lightly into the ground.
Oh.
Serena is flying down toward the ground, or toward over where the cart was. It's gonna kind of pull up the ocarina. What's this y'all doing?
Same thing. You guys immediately take stock. Vash is not here.
Anyone seen Vash?
Yeah, he hit a tree.
Ooh, oh, where did he hit it?
Back there somewhere.
Mentally
Right.
to Vash. You still alright?
Amelia will go rush off to see if Vash is okay.
He took too much damage. He knocked himself out.
Oh, for
So you just hear an older voice from up in the tree. Up here.
Over.
He's hanging by his foot. And his eyes are closed.
Do you want me to let you down or cut you down?
Hold on, I got him.
You pick him up.
I'll fly up, yeah, snatch him.
As you put him down, it's like, oh. Ow.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hi, Pops.
Oh, it's Vash again.
Oh, that was fast.
Welcome back.
Where did that tree come from?
Probably a few hundred years ago.
I deserve that.
She'll like crouch down, take a look at his face. Are you alright?
It's all internal. All the goods are still okay.
Now, why don't we go look at this wizard tower?
Yes.
Interestingly enough, you're actually not very far from the wizard tower. You're only probably like 700 feet away. You're like, right.
How convenient.
Can't get closer.
Who'd have thunk it? It's like it has a anti-magic field might be a little difficult.
You're like halfway between here and here. It's too small to get to that.
No.
Actually, I could try, I guess. Hold on, here we go. I'll take one out of Tech Notes book.
Can I put my axe away?
Here. Up to you.
I mean, I'm gonna try. See if
magic works.
All right, so that works. I can still put my axe away.
Actually, I need to ask someone a question.
Gonna go ahead.
Actually, you might be getting food.
Just gonna go ahead and like knit some of Vash's internals back.
Oh, he's fine. It's mostly pride damage.
Yeah.
So
Try and help him up.
You do notice as you guys are sitting there, as you kind of pick him up and look, Vela has a scar on her head you hadn't seen before.
Oh, where did that come from?
What?
Did you get that too?
Like, it's a fairly big scar.
You got a scar on your face?
Yeah.
Like, it looks worse than normal?
Worse than normal. How much worse?
From a scale of not being there to being there, it's there.
Serene's gonna pull out a mirror and show her.
Yeah, so your scar almost looks more like of a freshly unhealed wound as opposed to being healed scar tissue.
What? I'm gonna start touching it. Does it like leave blood on my hand?
No. Doesn't leave any blood. It's just seemingly more visible and prominent than it typically is.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, this thing. Yeah.
Oh, also, Misfit. I need you to roll a Constitution save, please. I forgot.
Okay.
The peanuts have come back for a vengeance.
Save.
Oh,
Ah.
Thing. Do.
Yeah, it hasn't looked that fresh since I got brought back, but yeah. That's weird.
Misfit.
It's like I've been rewound.
Oh, that's only a 19, by the way. Bird only has +1 to con.
Same result regardless. So as you land, all of a sudden you kind of start feeling weird and you revert back to your tiefling form.
oh,
I
guess.
It feels like somebody just took all my clothes off.
I show you, your clothes are still there.
Oh, Val, we also got inspiration.
Yeah, I'm full.
Oh, okay.
So I have a freebie to spend before the session ends, I guess.
You got to use. So how it works, actually, you have to use it immediately upon receiving it. If you have one that's going to
I
expire,
haven't rolled yet though. Since
you're going to have to make something up. You're going to have to like pet an ant or
yeah.
that.
I want to check the bags that I looted.
Sure. You don't have to roll much for those. Just roll a D100, we'll say.
Well, I think I'm going to use an inspiration on that one.
Yeah, fair. You can use it on that. In one bag, it seems like most of what you actually probably in both, most of what you find is a lot of rations and food. There is actually not a horrible amount of coin in both of these. So collectively, there are 75 gold pieces between the two bags, 40 silver pieces, and 17 copper pieces. Correct. And then there's probably like 12 days worth of rations.
Is everyone okay?
I'm alright.
I feel weird.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm a bit concerned, but I don't feel worse.
If you feel worse, the closer we get to it, we probably should just skip the tower.
Oh, but we're right here.
Yes, but if Vel's head opens up, I don't think we should go any closer.
Yeah. I don't want her brain to fall out.
I suppose let's go have a look then, and hopefully nothing bad happens.
Well, if you notice your brain start falling out, you gotta tell us immediately, okay?
think that's something I can notice?
Yeah.
I think someone should also keep an eye on her just in case. Because you didn't feel it get worse.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, she's going back to like touching it. Like, oh no, my hat. Oh, the bad habit's coming back already. She's just touching her face where the scar is
No,
the whole
stop it.
time.
Stop it.
I'll stop it if you tell me what you are instead of a bard.
I mean, I am a bard.
Yeah, but you're something else.
Hmm.
I feel like most of us are at least two things. It's okay to be two things. Maybe three.
I mean, I'm also and hold up, wait, what is my background?
This
I'm
is a safe
also an
space.
entertainer.
That's the same thing as bard.
No,
No.
Oh, that's the same thing.
it is not the same thing.
All
Mm,
bards are entertainers, not all entertainers are bards.
that's the same thing.
So what, you entertain dark deities or something?
Uh, hmm. No. No.
What makes things
Nice.
dark,
Ladies.
anyways?
No, the axes give me weird vibes.
She did answer exactly how I said it too.
Mhm.
Now, everyone. It matters less. I think we should stay on point if we're. How do we get in there, anyways?
Hang on.
Does it
wait,
have a
did my-
door?
There's a front door.
Did my bald spot come back too? Wait, can someone check? And she'll
Oh.
like undo her ponytail and like push her hair to the side.
Do you want to
Because
tell
it
her or
came
should
out the
I?
other end.
It
Yeah, no, it's gone. There's the scar on the back as well.
the hair is exactly where it should be.
Excellent answer, Amy. Excellent answer.
So
Yes.
Great.
It
Can I,
grows. It'll grow
Sorry,
back.
go ahead.
Can you what?
I'm gonna activate detect magic.
Sure.
Are you ritual casting or are you
It's an at-will thing. One of my trinkets.
Oh.
So you activate detect magic? Anything you're looking
It's-
for specifically or just general?
Just general like magic stuff around us.
The entire tower itself is magical. It's giving you off at least the majority of abjuration, conjuration, divination, and enchantment.
Oh, it's so bright.
Is there a door?
Yeah, I had a feeling it would be.
You do not see a door.
Hmm.
Also, just the general air around you, Misfit, is kind of sparkly, which is a combination of divination. What else would it be? An illusion.
Illusion.
Move the time, I'll activate mine as well.
I might have an idea.
Actually, we'll just hasten it.
Is there any entrance to this tower?
I mean, you could try to go up to the top of the tower. It looks like there's balconies and things way up there. But yeah, the entire base of this, you don't see any doors, not even with detect magic.
I've heard of maybe. Hold on.
But if
Yeah.
it's abandoned, there's definitely a lot of active magic here for an abandoned tower.
I'm gonna kind of walk up to the wall. May we come in?
Rennie, you didn't say please.
Seemingly no response.
The way I asked was polite.
Gotta mind your manners, Serena.
I was minding my manners. I asked if we may could go.
Gotta say please.
It's not
May we
nice
please
unless you
come
say
in?
please.
It is nice, even if you don't say please.
No response.
I'm gonna try knocking.
Just knock on the wall.
Yep.
Knock, 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 knock. Doesn't really make much of a sound because it's solid stone, but
All right. Well, must be a hidden entrance then.
Yeah, I'm on it. Anyone want to give me a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. I reach into my pocket and I pull out a wooden hand.
I take.
I hand it to them.
I grab it.
Amelia
Seal.
dies laughing.
that's the puppet hand, yeah?
It's just
Yes.
from a puppet.
Oh, be careful. That's got a blade on it, too.
Why does it have a sword?
Oh, it tried to stab me.
And she just kept it around on you this whole time.
I thought it would be handy.
Well,
I gotta hand it to you, Misfit. That was really good.
I'm gonna cast plant growth to hide our cart a little bit from the path.
it
even
is
though we're,
still
put it off.
damaged. So you're in the forest. There's not like much path you need to hide from. There's like a little path that like leads up to it. Oddly enough, not big enough for a wagon. It looks more like a footpath.
I'll assist you in looking.
Oh,
for
a
it.
footpath, you say? Where does the footpath end?
It just like leads up to the building itself, and then the structure has all the plant life kind of cleared around it within a small
No fresh
radius.
tracks in that thing?
Roll a survival check.
Will you give me a benefit? This one have a -1.
Survival. I have.
If someone helps you.
I can do it. Help.
Yeah.
I have a
So-
+2.
You guys look around.
I'll give you help. Yeah.
If you want, Serena's there with you as well. I've got a +3.
Yeah, you can see it.
I have a nothing.
Serena, you can roll with advantage.
All right, so you guys collectively are looking around.
18.
You don't really see a lot of like footprints, but you do notice something as you kind of look around the surrounding area. Just because a couple of you are looking, you do find more of those rabbit prints.
I do also have detect magic active, if that's relevant.
You pick up the same things that Misfit more or less picked up.
Okay. Hey, are those more of those large rabbit tracks you were talking about earlier?
Oh, yeah, they are. Wait, all the way out here? Are they heading towards the tower?
They look like they're walking around, like they're kind of walking almost like if you were just generally in the area.
Well, perhaps the rabbit
That's
and the wizard are friends.
That's
Or
a
we're
lot
dealing
of
with a rabbit
traffic.
wizard.
You think he pulled it out of his hat?
That's
No,
what
I
she
think he
said.
was. I think he may have been late for a very important date.
This is some sort of rabbit wizard tower.
It's a rabbit wizard?
Rabbit
Rabbit.
wizard.
Man,
Well,
this situation is getting kind of hairy.
Oh, you're all the worst.
well, there's enough
hop to
luffing
it.
around. Yeah.
Well,
Let's
also,
start.
good point to note at the time of day that you're at, it's actually, let me darken it a little bit more. It is getting close to like camping time here, folks.
We'll take a moment to kind of circle the tower, see if we can find
Vash,
hidden entry.
I fixed the wagon today. You're setting up camp.
Yeah, and he just starts going through and getting, where are we
Oh
putting
my god!
You don't even need the
What are you looking for?
That's
An
3.
entrance to the tower.
Also, before you give the result, Amelia, are you giving her inspiration or am I?
Oh, I was not giving inspiration.
All right, add a d6 to that if you want.
27.
Unfortunately, even with your amazing roll, there is actually no entrances down on the bottom of the
Okay.
tower.
Damn.
Oh no, that thing's just stone. Are there any windows?
Yeah. Can I try
Up
knocking
high.
on the door?
There's no
Or not
door
the. Yeah, but I'm gonna try
Wall?
knocking. Yeah,
on the wall.
I'm gonna.
You knock on
I'm
the
trying,
wall?
trying knocking.
Oh, you're actually going to knock on the wall?
Yes.
Okay, so as you go to knock on the wall, you guys still have your detect magics up. You almost watch like the glowing effect like vibrate and spread like a water droplet over the tower as you cast knock.
I walked up and knocked.
And then you just hear like the tower itself kind of speak. Yes?
Oh, hello. May we enter?
I'm not buying anything.
Well, I'm not selling anything.
Neither am I. What do you want?
Is that the wizard? Wait. Hello, my name is Misfit. This is my band of miscreants. We would like to climb your tower, please.
You're misfits? You don't look like misfits.
No, I'm Misfit.
So you're not from the misfits. You're just misfit.
Yeah. My name is Misfit. I don't know who those guys are.
The misfits are Leah's guild.
I don't know who those guys are.
You're aware of who they are. They used to have a guild hall where you were too. They give you guys a present in the beginning.
They lived in freaking Tharbad with us.
Because Leah's base got attacked too with Jason.
Yeah, no,
Old
not
days.
those guys.
And why do you want in my tower?
Because it's a cool wizard tower.
We're on a quest, and it seems like fun.
Do you say that, Vel?
Yeah.
It's at this point when Vel says something, you watch a stone face form in the wall in front of you. Like looks around. It kind of looks like an old wizard guy, but it's made of stone. It has like a long beard.
It's a guy.
Oh. Hi.
So you're the ones who were making all that ruckus earlier. You know, you almost crashed that thing into my tower.
You tried to avoid it, right?
No, I made you avoid it. You almost ruined my flowers.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. We were pulling a prank on some dudes.
You were pulling a prank, flying through the air in a wagon with the illusion of a dragon?
Yeah.
Fox dragon, thank you very much. That was difficult.
Yes. I caught the thing. Oh, you're all tipsy, Fox.
Yep. Sure. Northern Branch here to serve.
Northern Branch, you say?
Yeah.
The face kind of looks over at you, Vel. Come closer.
How close?
Closer.
Do you like want me to put my face in front of your face, kind of deal?
I just want to take a good look at you. I'm not going to bite you.
All right, I'll put my face right in front of his face. Our noses are almost touching.
Roll a D100.
Kiss? Are they gonna kiss?
I don't think
No.
No.
Wait.
No, I'm spending one. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
No.
You know what? I have them. I get them. I'm using them.
Watch it be a 98. I'll die.
Make it 100.
A 7.
Oh, he just dropped the 9 entirely.
You blew all 3 of your inspirations today, but it's not bad. Likely worth it. He just kind of sits you. And then you watch the face back into the stonework, and you just watch a door open up in front of you as it builds a door.
See,
No,
all you had to do was knock.
I did knock.
I mean, you knocked, but you didn't knock.
And I'll try the door.
Yeah, the door's unlocked.
Yeah, boss. What?
I think the wizard thinks you're cute. Good job.
Oh,
Why is it always old men? And I open the door.
Yeah, you open the door. There's a stairwell that goes up. It's a lot bigger in this tower than it looks like from the outside.
Thank you for the hospitality.
Marius, as you cross through the front door, Bram dissipates. You get the feeling you went into a different dimension. So you can
Now,
resummon him
does he
back.
dissipate, or I just lose connection with him? Because
He desummons. So if you change planes of existence from him, he just poofs back. You can still bring him out for free. You don't have to like resummon him. But you've done this enough times through like the Hag House and other places, you immediately pick up on it.
So I lost the other riders. I'm saying quietly to the group. Apparently, we're in another dimension or plane of existence when we crossed this portal because Bram was disconnected.
Well, that
Bro.
makes
Not a
sense.
surprise.
You
Last
lost.
I saw them, they were,
They
and
were
I
right
explained
here.
where I saw them.
So on the Karas map, you lost them basically right before this fork in the road.
Darn.
Huh. Okay.
And
yeah,
it did look like the larger orcish individual was with them.
If need be, I can go back outside and try to have him catch up.
Would you really pass up a wizard tower, though?
Bram is not. Look, I trust Bram is fast. There's no way he's going to catch up to them. You don't even know where they're going.
They were traveling at a
Friday,
leisurely
Wednesday.
horse pace. Bram can fly quick.
Up to you, but I
In a
don't
straight
think we're
line.
going to catch him before they cross that fork. I'm just going to have to guess a 50-50.
That's up to y'all if you want me to do so.
Nah, it'll be okay.
Marius, do you want to miss out on a cool wizard tower?
Adventure.
It's not an adventure. You hear from the top of the stairs.
Well, I'm
Do
sure
you want us
there's
to go up
many
or wait
interesting
for you down
things here. I would be
Do we take our
very
shoes
wary.
off?
I'm up into the lobby.
I'll take my shoes off.
I'll head
Do you
up.
take your shoes off?
Yeah.
Sorry, we talked
Okay.
over you there, Oak.
No problem. I just say I would be very wary. While many interesting things are here, they're going to be warded and protected, and not what they seem.
So it's
Yeah.
like a mystery wizard tower.
All right.
I think all wizard towers are mysterious.
Mm.
That shoes idea is actually a really good idea. I'm going to take off my shoes, too.
Very well.
I look at-
Everybody notices as she pulls off like her left shoe, like a bunch of like tools fall out of it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Right, I forgot about those.
Did you get my message, Kelsto?
Yeah, we're almost done.
I look at my big boots. I'll leave my shoes on.
Your funeral.
Gonna disrespect the wizard and his wizard tower?
He hasn't asked me to remove my shoes.
I'll
She'll,
start heading upstairs.
she'll join the others. They're just going to put hers in her pouch.
Yeah. So
I
as you
see
guys
everybody
make
taking their shoes off, and I just look down. I just press to digitate mine to clean them off.
Nice. All right. So those of you who take your shoes off can easily set them down there. Those of you who do not, totally fine. You guys walk up the stairs. There's like this really nice sitting room that's kind of set up. It looks very comfortable, but also very expensive. Kind of a circular room, and then there's more stairs that continue upward. And you see an individual kind of walking down in robes.
I'm assuming this is the sitting room or the lobby.
Yeah, let me just fix this real quick. I don't know. I was trying to do it that way. Oh, because I have it like this.
All you had to do was knock.
That is the wizard who walks downstairs.
I told you, I did know.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
I got a blink image.
Actually, wait. I forgot what Christian Bale looks like.
Well, Serena, you knocked, but you didn't knock.
Yeah.
He continues and walks down the stairs.
I'm just waiting. I'm not sitting yet.
Well, hello. It's a
I'll sit
pleasure to
down.
meet you.
Yes. Welcome. Please, sit.
Go ahead and take a seat.
He kind of will like go over and you watch him like telekinesis a chair over so he sits down.
Mhm.
So, what brings you crashing into my tower?
Um,
I like glance
the-
over at Bot. Misfit.
I'm just looking around at any things like on the walls. Just
Well-
completely fascinated.
we
put it-
thought this was an abandoned tower.
It
Put
is.
it simply, we saw a strange tower none of us were familiar with. Looked quite intriguing, so we thought we'd come over and have a look.
Do you often walk up to strange random buildings you're unaware of?
Yeah,
Yes,
kinda.
actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is actually part of our job.
Yeah, nods. I'm going to take your word for it. I believe you. So, what is it that I can do for you other than yes?
You said the tower was abandoned?
Yes, before I moved in.
Oh,
Oh.
how recently?
Not that recently.
So
Okay, I need to ask, was the tower always here? Was it like hidden, or did you move it?
This?
Yes.
It's hard to say. But it's here now.
I mean,
Yeah,
I suppose
hey,
that's
mister?
it.
What's your name? My name is Misfit. Nice to meet you.
My name is not important.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Not Important.
Kind of just nods and smiles. Indeed.
Looking at him, does he seem familiar at all?
Not to you, however. Vel,
I
yeah.
can't see his picture at all.
roll a history check with disadvantage.
Did I just meet? Did I just meet Uncle? That's 4.
Something about the bone structure that looks familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
There you go, Slumber.
I'm just gonna like start squinting and staring at him.
He kind of does the same thing to you every so often.
Do we know each other?
No, I don't believe we do.
Do their bone structures look similar?
Are
No.
you sure about that?
Okay.
Isn't it supposed? Well, we thought this was abandoned and thought there'd be some interesting things inside.
To be honest, I didn't think
Ah.
we'd get this far.
So you're
I
the
thought we'd
honest
just,
one.
I thought we'd come in and I don't know, slay some cave dwellers or something,
You thought
But-
you'd find some cave dwellers
or like
in
some
a tower.
funny, like animals that moved in.
Yeah, no, we were here to loot the supposedly abandoned tower.
Speak for yourself. I was here to explore.
It's at this point after you say that, Amy, he's just like, makes sense. At this point, you watch him kind of wave his hand and drinks and like appetizers appear on the table next to you.
I feel like your name starts with a J.
Any magic coming off of said drinks?
Do you say that to him?
Yes, yes. I'm like squinting at him. I'm like observing him.
He just kind of like looks back at you slightly as you say that, and then he looks back to Serena. What was that, dear?
She's looking at it. Any magic coming off the food and beverages?
It's not magic itself. It's just magically conjured food.
Okay.
I'll take some food.
No, I was just mentioning that I'm just here to explore. Curious, what's the tower?
Yes, it's I've lived here for quite some time. It's where I conduct a lot of my studies and research. And it's typically pretty quiet and peaceful.
Studies, like
Yeah.
wizard studies.
It's been a while
What
since
sort
I've
of
been
things
in-
do you study and research?
Many different things. Just depends. I work on multiple projects. I work with wizards from other areas in the world on matters of great
Oh.
importance, and I also make minor illusions of random things when I'm bored. It really just depends on the day.
So then you've probably worked with my aunt before.
What's your aunt's name?
Anastasia?
Sounds vaguely familiar. Typically I work with the Arcanum, a couple other individuals of great skill. Anyone?
Well, I mean,
no.
she's a great skill. I'd be surprised if you didn't know her. She made these patches for me. And I'll like show off the patch marks that I
It kind
got.
of looks. Very nice work you have there.
Yeah, but I can't make them myself yet. I need to pay people to put them in.
It sounds like you need to study and train harder.
I try, but not the best.
We all have our gifts. So, I take it all that commotion out on the road.
It was a group apparently mad with them. We'll gesture at Misfit, Serena, and vaguely at.
You say that like you aren't one of us.
Well, I'm unaware of their organization. I think they were specifically mad at you, and I'm guilty by association.
Yeah, I think we pissed off some hatchet guys a while ago, and they were the hatchet guys, right? I'm pretty sure.
The wizard corrects you, hatchet lads.
That's what I said. But anyway, we kind of have been meaning to get revenge on them for a while now, and now it's just kind of a good chance. So we made a bit of a ruckus, which I apologize for the noise.
Well, your guild forebears would have been proud of your pranking skills. That was quite amusing, at least to say the least. Other than, I think the axe was a bit too much, but accidents do happen.
Accidents.
Serena just kind of like glares over to Amelia. Yes, accidents.
Completely unfazed by it.
Well, you're welcome here this evening.
I think we'd be happy to take you up on that offer.
You should be safe within these walls. As you can tell, it's quite hard to get inside of them. Well, is there any other questions I can answer for you?
Do you live by yourself here?
I do, yes.
Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Do you have a wife or husband?
I do not. You can roll insights on any of these you want.
Yeah, I want to take kid.
I do not.
I'll roll all three.
I want the husband and wife, honestly. Yeah, I'm fine.
When I have this card here.
As long as we don't take anything, can we poke around?
I would really stay within the first 2 floors. It gets a little bit questionable after that.
How many floors are there?
So we can poke around in the first 2 floors. Got it.
I mean, as far as you guys can tell in those comments, he's really hard to read. Yes, I do have random experiments in the other floors. And typically they're only used to really interacting with me. So I'm not really sure how many of them might respond. So yes, I would stay on this floor. And then, I'm sorry. And you watch as he makes stairs appear up to go to another way opposite from where he was. And that stair will take you to rooms where you could stay.
Man, it's been too long since I've been in a wizard house.
Oh,
Jace really loved to mess with me and his.
God damn it.
Ace was a wizard?
As he's sitting there summoning, because it's like a little spiral ladder that goes up, as you just say that, you watch as it kind of like misshapens and almost falls over, and then he has to correct it back up and reconnect it.
Jace?
Well,
Didn't know Jace had a house.
Doesn't say anything.
really good at
Well, I'm
digging under people's skins.
basically, if you're a high level wizard and you don't have a magic house, you're not a high level wizard.
Oh, okay.
He's
I'll
not
have
wrong.
to train harder.
But yeah, man, I wonder what he's doing on his mission. He hasn't sent me a single message this whole time. I'm kind of upset.
Did I send? I could send him a message. You miss him?
She quiets down when you ask him that. When you ask her that question.
Aw.
I just
I
wish
go
he
over
put
and-
more forethought in the people he spends his time with.
I just kind of give Vel like a little hug. Like, it's okay. I'm sure he thinks about you. Probably doesn't have sending.
Did you actually meet him? In the
Yeah.
hall?
Hey,
In
Matt.
passing, like once.
You guys were probably all at the guild hall before new missions for like 3 weeks.
Blue-haired guy.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. The blue hair guy.
The wizard kind of looks over to you. Well, good evening. I need to get back to what I was doing. I only have. Oh, goodness, I need to go. If you hear any strange noises,
We'll come right up and check.
just hold still. That's fine. Also, and you watch as he claps his hands. And these servants come out. They're just like little tiny guys.
Little
They're all
tiny
balls.
Little tiny
like-
guys.
They're like
Aw.
Blooming Group.
Oh, they are adorable.
We're crossing like an Oompa Loompa with Blue Man Group. They have no
Whoa.
clothes. They're just like almost like little ghosts, but they are formed kind of like a person. They just have like no anatomy.
The blue. You
Arms,
say?
like, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. One more thing before you head off. Why is my scar fresh? That shouldn't. What is that happening?
You kind of looks at your scar. Oh, it's a stripping enchantment. Makes it a little bit easier when people come to visit or almost crash into your tower.
You took my clothes off.
And you watch as he goes
Candle
up to you,
is.
and he just touches your forehead, and the scar kind of closes back up to what it looked like before.
Amelia, foes, covers herself up.
No wonder.
Oh, what was that doing to me though?
Best not to worry about it. It seems that
Whenever a wizard tells me that, that means worry about it a lot.
it's likely whatever magic has sway or effect over you. You were reverted back to what you look like without the assistance of magic.
Oh.
Shouldn't injure you. It just exposes truths, so to speak.
Why didn't I turn into a corpse?
Doesn't remove enchantments like that, just purely visual type things.
Oh, okay.
Transformations, people who are invisible, a number of different enchantments such as that.
That explains the bird.
Is that why our cards stopped flying?
No, I think that was. He kind of looks over at Serena.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing.
We really got to talk about your landing skills. I think we're like 50-50 for things we have crashed when we made them
We
fly.
have walked away from every landing. I don't
Yeah,
see
but
what
our
you're complaining about.
vehicles haven't.
Serena, he does look at you. I would be more careful with that in the future. Even though you don't have it out, he just kind of like nods to where you have it held. That's no mere trinket you carry.
Well aware.
Yes, well, I better go before my potion explodes.
Oh, please do. I
If you
wouldn't
need
want to ruin your
a
research.
taste tester, I am always
Don't
available.
worry, I won't. I will see you in the morning. And he is going to go back up the steps he came down, and then you watch them close up behind him, and it just forms the ceiling.
Oh, he's nice.
All right, so because we're going to pause here in like 30 seconds or so. As you guys kind of maneuver around, you have basically, you can go up the stairs he made you. There's bedrooms enough for each of you. Or there's this main area where the food and the drink, and they do replenish themselves. So whatever you'd basically need, he just gave you a safe place for the evening, it would seem.
Cool.
With that, I need all of you to roll a D100 dumb luck, or you can have chat roll 1. It's up to you.
Well, I kind of want all 5. All 5 is funner than 1.
I want to roll mine.
Yeah, dumb luck.
More opportunity for bad things, though.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh my!
And Marius D100, and then we'll pause after I tell you what happens.
I do want to see if my axe looks different in this place, but I'm going to do that alone.
Oh, hi.
All right. So yeah,
Except for
I would say.
Serena.
Oh shit! I get one of these too. Haha! I forgot I have a person here. 22. Serena's winning.
Do I do inspiration?
Do you
Nah.
want something cool to happen to you or not?
Nah, I always love bad things.
Yeah, we'll get to
We're
bad
currently
things
highest.
next week. So as you guys just find where you're going to sleep for the night, get some food, get some drink. Serena, as you're kind of walking around, because you do have your instrument with you, so this is actually kind of funny. As you're walking upstairs, you just are like walking, then you hear a weird sound and you turn back and there's a door that wasn't there before.
Well, she certainly got to explore that.
Yeah. You go and you open it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a larger bedroom. There's like one singular large bed. And then there's like a crib over in the corner.
Should go ahead and wander in. Kind of have a
You
look
look around. There's a bunch of random stuff in this room. It looks like it could almost be his room, or it's like a room that hasn't been used. As you go through, you look around and you see lots of different pictures, portraits. It looks like a very special room. There's many things of great value in here. One thing of interesting note, on the wall by the bed, there is a portrait. And you just kind of see like a woman and a man in a portrait. One has like very, very light, almost like snowy blue hair. And then the other individual has shorter, darker, brighter blue hair, and it has a face tattoo on the left eye. And they're just kind of sitting there smiling in a portrait. And then you see 2 smaller pictures of what appear to be children that look kind of similar. You see a child, male child with blue hair. And then you see another girl that has white hair.
This room looks like it's seen use recently, or?
Yeah, this room is like fully clean. Bed's been slept in.
Kind of heads over and picks up the photo, get a little look, and sits back down.
As you do this, you turn around, one of those little blue things is sitting there looking at you, shaking its hand.
Like a no.
Uh-huh. It goes to grab your hand and starts leading you out the door.
But, no, okay.
As you exit out the door, you watch as the wall closes in on it, and it just goes back to normal. And that is where we'll pick up next week.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for running, sir. Thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. Appreciate the raid and everyone hanging out. Catch all the replays or anything you missed or stuff you want to start watching on YouTube and Rumble. We are, where am I at? 12 people away from hitting 100 on YouTube. So that would be cool if anybody wants to throw a sub or whatever it is over there, the free one. And if you want the free alternative, of course, Rumble is available. Hang on through the credits, and I will find someone to raid. And what are we doing Friday?
Friday, we are, I believe we just
I
finished.
trapped a man in a cage match, and we're going to duke it out.
Correct. So we were picking up with the hybrid guy they found down in the basement, and then you guys have to still survive for a couple of days. But so far, you're doing better than I thought, so not too bad.
So hopefully we will see you all Friday, midnight Central. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week. Night, everybody.
Night,
Good night, everyone.
Good night.